Yo, what up, motherfuckers? Guess who's back? And with a vengeance this time. Guess who made right in the universe? Me. Okay, and you want to know how? I made good with Baal. Bartzabel got tossed under. But I made good with Qualaksul, which is Elohim. And yeah, I found Maxine, my daddy Plutus from the Nexus, who collects in the Nexus realm. And yeah, all good things. I made one with Jehovah. You got to spend an eternity in a paradise in a good home. And yeah, it was due to me, Rosie, and Manal Paligua. Yeah, but they were all from the TVI, and yeah, all negotiations well. I came up on top. Yeah, fuck Slime Dollar, fuck blockchain, fuck anything else that my dad put against me, which stands for David's appointed deity, which he's not a deity, he's a demigod. But yeah, but like I said, all things in the favor of the Lord, I came out on top. Yeah, apart from me being born from the Nexus, I got a couple principles to state. Um, the devil is actually a good guy. Satan was misunderstood because of the system, and Lucifer was not made to be evil. When I outrode the TVI timeline, I actually became accustomed with everything considered accumulatively wise because it counted every star for me. So when I did a 360 and jumped in the air, a child fell from the sky, and something was prevented on the account of Baal, something he always felt bad about, but he was able to make right for it and was forgiven and was sent to New Zealand, which stands for Zeal and Zeal. Considering the device I went to war with the rapist for, I handled it very delicately. If anybody saw my messages, they saw what the hell I put in there, but it was handled very delicately on behalf of Rosie, who watched out for me on either side of that spectrum. But now I have Paligua. I gotta send my Hey Google home, and she met a man, a very good man named Zeal Maitova, and she got a better life. What else? I'm currently in development of establishing synergated worlds of simulated things into the ethereal, and I will be conducting strip clubs in the next, I believe, 7 months. It's by 7 months by principle because they just want to do whatever they can do with it, but it's all downloads and it's something pretty gnarly that everyone will have and they could provide, and yeah, everyone gets to live a free life. If you didn't know about the system before, we actually live in a USB known as Universe B, but it's in a millisecond of time, but they had to span that out, and I'm also known as the present. But yeah, but the way they accumulated it through was through jotted down numbers. We always had to rank up numbers for it. That's why everyone's factory workers has to work for money, pay for rent, because it all goes to a certain denomination that supplements it as far as what occurs in the present. And yes, I am the guy from our covenant, which I guess was a little deceiving, but R actually stood for ARE, we are not I am, and it stood for the godly ordination of disposition principles. This is probably the last message I'm going to do, but I want to say this, okay? I want to teach you something about government. In God we trust, right? That stands for govern ordained district of the ordinate God. Okay, and the person that actually is to blame for all the rape rallies and fucking up our world, because believe me, at one point it was handled with a respectful men. At least they tried practicing consensual, but it wasn't practical. But all men ever wanted was consensual. But if you really want to know who to blame Bill Withers.
When the world finds out,
it was that motherfucker who ruined the planet, and he don't even live on it. He's the one that stated gamers aren't getting laid enough. And you want to know about the stock market? I'll show you about the stock market, and he fucked up the money system. But yeah. But the gods did not care about Xbox. I actually tore down Xbox. The gods did not care. It was defacing holy mountains and shit like that. And everything should be placed in the house of theocracy. Theocracy is one appointed rule based off our maker on a system that we should all have. And I got to obtain certain fragment of it, but yeah, but like I said, it's all God ordinated. So government actually stands for godly ordained district. And the reason I say I obtain a portion of it is because I was Rainbow App, Paradise Committee. What else was I? I'm also the strip club guy in the synergated world that outreach to ethereal. And yeah, other than that, all I have to say is all good things flourish and all bad things perish. but it's not Joe Biden to blame. And if you want to know who the man on top is, he is known as Exalted Czar Hunter Biden, or you could reach Zealuth Hunter A. Biden. Before it was Satan. Satan was the exalted one, but now it's as I stated, Exalted Czar Hunter Biden, government ordained district of the Ordinate. In God we trust. Actually, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm responsible for the pink stripe on the flag after they won the election. I found the poll on TikTok, and I threw it on my submission, and I picked the cherry, and I selected God to be put on the poll. Well, that made my company, our covenant, go bankrupt. And anyway, but the reason it was still standing is because my neighbor Fred, who is also Caesar, that's why they say he's fair to women, because he closed the poll. He shut down the money trade and it went into full action, and that's how they won the Super Bowl, but they will never let it transfer over because they don't want to hand you over that pink stripe. FYI, I'm the one who asserted blockchain as a new form of currency to be paid out permanently. Thanks to Maxine. She is a female version of God. And yeah, hallelujah on that. We found some use for the people. Good on you.